So this piece I'm going to be talking about, I'm actually talking about two, but they're in the same collection. It's Un giovanotto and I visitatori by Michelangelo Pistoletto, and he's Italian, and the works are located in Rome, Italy at the National Gallery of Modern Art. And the medium of work is a photographic print on stainless steel, which has been polished to look like it has a mirror finish. And the period of work is postmodernist, but specifically arte povera, which is particular to major cities in Italy during the mid-20th century. Since it's a whole series, it took from about 1962 to 1975, with the pieces I'm specifically talking about. The first piece I mentioned with the singular man is from 1962 to 1965, and the one with two figures was done in 1968. This work is important because these works belong to an experimental phase of, I guess, Pistoletto's study, which in the 1960s led to the creation of one of his most representational series of the movement that he spearheaded, and they were called I quadri specchianti, which translates to the mirror paintings. And his historical contributions are, as I mentioned, these were some of the most important because he was one of the leading artists in arte povera, with the series being one of his most prominent contributions and one of the most famous pieces in that movement, specifically from him. And the defining characteristics of this work are, in the first piece, Un giovanotto is a man kind of smirking at the viewer through the mirror's reflection, and the next piece, I visitatori, shows the backsides of a woman to the left and a man to the right, seemingly waiting for something. My personal observation is that these pieces both force the viewer to be like a part of the piece, but it feels like you're out of place in both. With the first one, the man is giving you kind of like an odd look, and the other ones have two figures that are looking onwards to something, but it doesn't feel like they're looking at you, even though you would be in the position that they'd be looking at. It almost feels like they're waiting for something that you were unaware of and you were not part of. And I chose this work because this specific medium is one that I've rarely seen, especially in this style with the photographic print onto it. And I thought that was really interesting and unique. And it compares to other works within the period. As I said, it was one of the, I can't think of the right words right now, but it was one of the first in this movement. So it's very important because a lot of it was inspired by or influencing other ones within this specific art movement. And during the time, it matched like a lot of like the postmodernist and pop art kind of like color palettes and general styles. And fun fact is that Pistoletto creates his arts through the German term, I don't speak German, Gesamtkunstwerk, which roughly translates to total work of art and describes an artwork, design, or creative process where different art forms are combined to create a single cohesive whole. It's seen as a process, not just one piece of art. And yep.